Hello and welcome to Drawing with the Blakleys. I am Dad.
I'm Miles.
And Miles, who are we drawing today? That's right, we're drawing Greed.
No, we're drawing
from Acurate Doors RP.
Yeah, we're drawing
That's right.
Yeah, we're drawing
Thank you to this person here who you see on your screen.
Yeah, I got drawing.
Thank you to them.
Okay, I'm drawing them.
You're drawing the person who suggested it, or you're drawing Greed?
No, I'm drawing the person who just did the video.
Alright, well let's
I'm making the
go ahead. Yeah, what just happened? Oh, here we go. Pull up our reference image here.
Is it like a ew?
I guess I didn't realize that Mouse had not seen Greed before. Awesome.
He's super greedy.
Shall we begin with the eyes? Or the nose?
He doesn't have eyes or a nose.
I guess we'll have to start with the teeth.
Because he doesn't have eyes or noses. So he doesn't even see. He doesn't have ears, so he can't see here. How does he get his victims?
Good question. Maybe somebody in the comments will answer that for us.
Oh, I think I know. He might not be blind. His eyes he might have one small eye.
I mean, the entity is blind but can hear his victims, I think.
But he does have ears. Like Entity 00. Like Entity... Like you're blind or something. How many teeth does this dude have? He lost one.
Maybe.
He does 5. This person's so...
I noticed that the teeth on the bottom are a lot closer together. Generally. Fewer gaps.
Yeah.
That's also true of my teeth. I like yours, although they're not that close together, I'm not gonna lie.
They're really connected.
Now when you do teeth like this, especially this bottom row, you want to do the middle ones first.
Oh.
Because of the overlap.
Now I'm starting on the outline. I'm making...
Oh my gosh, this guy does not want to wait for me at all.
I'm making that because I want to use technology. Go upstairs and get my tablet.
This is not going to be the most complicated drawing.
It's so
Matter of fact,
easy.
a lot of it might come down to kind of shades of hues or value.
Now I need to get the colors because this guy's easy. He's black.
Oh my gosh.
Purple. Oh, I'm gonna try to not mess your work up.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Wait, I got the... I'll reach over.
Just gonna add a few little details here.
We got black.
But a lot of this is done
pink.
with value work, with different lightness or darkness of colors in here. So what we might do is, for the coloring section, we might just lay down a basic color and then come back in,
I'm gonna draw it.
restart the video at normal speed, and show you guys some of the shading that we do here.
Yeah.
So let's do that, and we'll be back. Alright, so, as you saw there, we put down what I like to think of as just kind of a base layer of color, right? So it's kind of a purple. And then what I'm going to show you guys is adding some value. So, this is not the only way to do it, certainly. This is just the way that we like to do it on this channel.
Yeah.
So, the actual Greed is kind of a plummy purpley. He then has some lighter purple areas, which is what I'm going to do here. I'm just taking a
That's what I already did.
it's a chalk pastel pencil, any kind of chalk pencil will work for this. If you just have like watercolor markers or even just regular markers, then you would leave these areas. You wouldn't color the whole thing the same base color because chalk pastels, as you can see, just go right over top of this,
and they
can blend into that color.
And you don't have to rush. Try your best.
That's what I tell this guy. Yeah. So one thing that I like about this method is,
look, Dad, I made even the triangles in the background.
I see that.
And I made it like the red.
Mm-hmm.
I made the background.
So I'm gonna add in.
I made myself creative.
That's awesome, buddy. I'm gonna add in a little bit of this kind of lighter pink salmon-y almost color into here too. And the nice thing is you can use a smudge stick or you can just use your fingers.
Smudge stick, I want to have a smudge stick.
That's what I'm using right now, buddy.
I'm gonna go.
You can just sort of blend it, make it real smooth.
Yeah, that's what
You have to be kind of careful, especially if you're doing the way that we're doing it, because the paper is still a little wet from all the marker, all the watercolor marker that we added.
And I would need that.
Yep. I'm also going to add a little bit of value this way by lightly adding some colors along the edge, which I will also smudge, and colors up here around the sort of root or gum area. And this is going to be blended in, and it's going to give it just that sort of shading to make this look that much more three-dimensional. I might also come back through with my white chalk pencil and just sort of add, blend it and then just lighten it up slightly. We're going to do that. The other thing, as I'm looking at our reference image, the edge of him is real dark, and so I'll show you what that looks like in just a minute, but I'm going to go ahead and, again, go around the edges of this. If you look at something, it tends to get darker around the edges, just based on how it's lit. Like the brightest part of my finger here is the middle. This is the darkest part because it's the side away from the light. But this side is also slightly darker.
So, you don't, if you feel like you can't do it, try your best and don't give up.
Thank you, Miles.
That's what a lot of people, they think they give up, but they don't.
So I can also add, you can see I can either do this with an actual white, or I kind of like sometimes for teeth and stuff, this slightly yellowish tan white. But if I add this back into the middle, it's going to blend, not only is it going to blend the dark edges, but it's going to soften them as well, and it's going to bring a little bit of lightness back into the middle. What?
Can we do the hammer today?
Maybe later, buddy.
So we could do it today, but I guess.
We're not going to do this minute, buddy. Okay. And so then, just to take my kneaded eraser, which if you're using any kind of chalk pastels is kind of a must-have. It's a good blending tool and a good removing tool, cleaning up tool here. And we're just gonna come through here, remove some from the middle. Awesome. And now I'm gonna take my pencil. I'm gonna use the really long edge there just to sort of darken up the edges here, and that'll make it.
This is my first one that's gonna be hanging up in my room.
Awesome.
I really want to hang up all mine, but I feel like it would take up all my walls.
It probably would, dude. You've done a ton of videos.
Well, we got a lot of papers.
We have
stacks of thousands of trillions.
Literally in over our 600 and some videos. We kept pretty much all the drawings.
I'm gonna hang this one up.
Can I see your smudge stick here for a second? Alright, make sure I don't have any purple in there. I'm just gonna blend this in so it's darkest at the edges there. But I don't want to be able to see the actual lines of my thing. I want it to be a nice smooth gradient along the edges there.
I won't see you guys for 5 days.
What do you mean?
Yeah, we won't see him for 5 days.
Why not?
Because we're gonna be over Grandma and Grandpa.
We can still put out videos.
Yeah, but then we would miss some time with Grandma and Grandpa.
Grandma and Grandpa don't spend every second of every day with us while they're in town. My parents are coming to town, friends, so...
And they're gonna be here tomorrow. It's nighttime.
Yeah.
So we're really excited because Daddy is gonna be happy.
I am always happy to see my parents.
You haven't seen him so long, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so excited because I get to sleep at the local hotel with water.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so excited too. How many days does it take? And they're gonna be at the...
The only downside to doing this way is...
They're gonna be at our school pumpkin patch.
Mm-hmm. We do get some messy fingers
And then
here.
we get to choose a pumpkin and carve it out.
That's
We'll
true.
have a lot of fun with the 5 days.
Just want to lighten up this.
We can do 5 days and then...
Yes, Miles. We're going to do 5 days.
Of video
So I think...
until...
Did you... Oh,
Wait,
you
8
took
hours.
this. I still need this.
'Cause we
So I'm
only-
going to just kind of add a little bit more here as I'm looking at this. I'm gonna add some more of this to kind of match what I'm seeing there.
I'm gonna start hanging up all of my pictures.
And I add some white as well. Sort of lighten up the whole thing.
It's like we've been here forever.
Then where?
Here,
You're in the basement?
forever. Well, true that. Probably no one's awake about now.
No, it's only about 8 o'clock at night, buddy.
That's our bedtime.
Everyone's still awake. Awesome.
And the wall.
So that is how you draw
Your dad
greed.
and your dad and mom are probably already at a hotel sleeping right now.
They're probably at my uncle's house.
Your uncle's house.
Yeah, Uncle Ron. They like to stay with him on their way out to see us.
Dude, how far are they?
How far are they? I don't know, buddy. Awesome, friends. Well, that, I think, is going to do it for us. As we just add a few finishing touches here. Awesome. Well, I think ours look great, Miles.
I'm gonna...
Hopefully yours
This
at
one.
home look just as good. Let us know down in the comments if yours look great. I always love to hear it when people are like, yeah, mine turned out so cool. Hopefully yours looks great.
Yeah.
If you have other, I'll call them periphery doors characters, like I think we'll probably draw depth next. Hey, hands off my drawing.
Black.
Hands off my drawing.
Black.
We'll probably draw greed, or we draw greed. We'll probably draw depth next. I had a few people ask for that as well. Yeah, just let us know what you want to see, friends. Any other Roblox stuff? We'll probably do it.
Yeah, but this...
But until then, thank you for watching. I'm Dad. He's Miles. And we love you. Goodbye.